Hello. We've all had those times with our cars that it's been difficult sometimes, depending on what kind of car you have. It's been a difficult time. There's times when you get a lemon, there's times where the car just sucks, or maybe sometimes you get lucky and get a good quality car. Well, if it's been recent that you've had a car and not had as many problems, that's because the auto industry is on its way to reinvention and has been since 2009. The bailout in 2009 that hit the auto industry, it hit it extremely hard, and it forced these automakers to redo a lot of things. There had to be transformation and progress if they were going to keep the general public happy, especially after taking the amount of bailout money that they took. It, especially within the big three for America, which would be Ford, Chrysler, and General Motors. Those three especially had to go back to the drawing board and get the American people back on their side. The way that the way that the auto industry in general just did this was reinvention. When you look at brands like Hyundai and Kia, you think cheap, economical, not very, I mean, they're reliable, but they're not the top of the brand, not something that you would necessarily buy off the top. But the reinvention of Kia and Hyundai started back in 2006. But you really didn't see the transformation till about 2009, 2010, maybe even a little bit 2011. The way that the auto industry worked was that they started using better materials. Better materials for the car in general was a big deal. It's no more of this like cheap plastic interior that tears, the faux leather. It was about actually making quality automobiles. No more of this. I mean, yes, of course, you still have your budget rides, but at the same time, having those budget vehicles, they were still able to have better materials. It all came down to that, as well as maintenance. The maintenance on these cars is so much better. And the technology has been the biggest thing. Nowadays, you're more likely to see more technology on cars than you would, let's say, back in 2002. 2002 we're into the new millennium, but we're not really seeing much. We haven't really seen many examples of, how technology has played out. And then we started to see them. Better infotainment systems in cars now. We're now able to hook up your iPad, iPod, phone, any kind of, micro USB. The technology has just gotten so much better. Even technology when it comes to gas saving. Gas saving and materials plays hand in hand. Lighter weight materials, lighter weight vehicle equals better gas mileage. Better brakes, better electrical systems. Everything has been better. Hybrids are now, and mild hybrid systems now are even penetrating the auto industry because of the need for higher fuel economy standards. It all plays into the technology role. Technology also hits the way that the engine is also dealt with. Now there's more direct injection than there has ever been in vehicles. It's a way to get better, higher fuel economy, as well as GM has the e-assist, which is a very mild hybrid system. It's just a small electric engine or electric motor in your vehicle. Very, very mild, not a complete hybrid, which would be, it has a bigger electric engine motor, but it's just a very, very mild system that actually does improve gas efficiency. There's also more in safety technology as well. You have backup cameras, sensors. Nissan even has this whole, on their Pathfinder, they have a 360 around camera, so you got cameras pretty much all around your car and looking out for you. Now, when it comes to the big three had to do a major change. Chrysler especially. Chrysler has been known for their cheap cars that don't last, cars that are a pain in the neck to fix. And they completely, in 2011, you could definitely see, and it really started with the Super Bowl ad with Eminem. It was a new day for Detroit. And by the end of 2012, every single vehicle has been revamped. Every single vehicle. That included Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep, all under the Chrysler LLC name. So all three of those companies had every single vehicle totally revamped, totally different. They had to do something different. It was now or never. And they had to win back the American public. There has been a focus on higher miles to the gallon. In that, I mean, we've had the whole displacement, drops down to 8-cylinder vehicle drop down to 4 cylinders. We've had that. And better quality, just no more, quality can range from anything. Quality ranges from foggy headlights, better headlights that don't have fog. That's quality. Not having to replace your headlights, not having to replace your dashboard in your car because it's torn up. Automakers had to take necessary steps in order for consumers to continue to support them. If they didn't do what they had to do to make the population happy, the car industry would certainly come to a halt.